Stephen Ikechukwu Onyema is a reality TV star. Now, was recently, just a few weeks ago now, just a matter of weeks, recently concluded Big Brother. He was on there.
Yes,
and,
indeed.
yeah.
So he's a mathematician, a photographer, artistic painter, model, amongst other things.
Mathematician.
And he peppered them.
Oh, I love how
I don't know how a mathematician found his way to the Big Brother house.
I'm telling you, when I walked in there, I was like, Big Brother, are you sure? Okay, 30 million. Okay, let's see, you know. But man, I had a lot of fun. It was a crazy experience, you know. And coming out to this kind of love and this kind of fan base is just,
Yes.
it's wild.
It's remarkable. I mean, like, do you feel like your life has changed before and after? Is there a before and after?
Yeah, definitely. It wouldn't be like a 360 change because being a model and trying to be an actor before, I was always in front of the camera and behind the camera sometimes. So it didn't change too much, but it upgraded. I went from level 1 to 100.
Oh, wow.
0 to 100 real quick. You know, so that's what I would say. Definitely, it's opened a lot of doors. And I'm just trying to make my way through them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of doors, when those doors closed on you guys in there, in the house, did it ever feel like you were, claustrophobic or feel like, I just want to get out of here? Did you ever feel like that at all?
Sometimes definitely. I think the whole point of the show is to induce those kind of feelings from the small little things they'll do, the music, even the air conditioning, the tasks, the people, just little things will make you want to be like, can I really do this? How long can I last? Mentally. But trying to keep your reason why you came, your goals, all that stuff in your head, it makes it a little bit easier to stay.
Okay.
And of course, I already told you, I would just be like 30 million naira, 30 million naira some mornings, and I'd stay focused.
Okay. Okay.
So the 30 million was motivation enough for you to put up with all the crazy people in the house.
Yeah.
And at least for you to be able to say, look, there's an end in sight.
Yeah, exactly.
Did the 90 days or 91 days, or how long was it?
99 days.
99 days.
I stayed 92, but I think there was 90. It was 99 days.
So 90, I mean, you stayed essentially the whole
the
whole show. But 92 days for you, was it a long time? When you were looking at it?
There's two answers for that. It was a long time. It felt like a year, but for 30 million, I do 6 months. I do 180 days. Yeah.
Okay, so obviously it became kind of obvious that some of your motivation came from, of course, the lady that won the competition. So Lambo. So, I would be remiss to not ask about that. So how's that going now? How's the relationship outside the house? Is it different from when it was inside the house?
A little bit different, but it's kind of weird. All these little tasks and teamwork and all this stuff in the house kind of, at some level prepared us a little bit for this. So it's though I don't see her as often, because we're both busy, it's like being on different teams in the house, doing tasks, you know what I mean? So we still communicate, we still see each other FaceTime, but we're both busy now.
Okay.
Especially her, oh my God.
But did you ever feel that was, a little, she's a little more busy than you as of right now because of the fact that
she won.
Okay, I wasn't going to say that, so you don't want to make it seem like you're not doing anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's how it would always seem, but, good things come to those who wait. I'm definitely working. To me, I'm not too much about talking too much or showing too much. I'm just about making the bag, So that's what I've been focusing on lately, and honestly, Though there's been a lot of opportunities, the shirt brand has been bringing me a lot. The ice cream brand shirts that I came out with has been bringing me a lot of income. So I've been putting my mind and focus there. Okay. Expanding the fashion line and trying to just focus on the areas where I see the most profit right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of people read your profile before you went to the house and when you guys were unveiled and everything. And some of the things that people read about you was that, you're happy-go-lucky, you like to make friends, you like to connect on different levels. But now that, again, you said you went from 0 to 100, so lots of things have changed, even personally for you.
Yeah.
What would you say is now the essential Ike? This is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm looking at being in the next year or so?
What has really changed? I feel like since the show, my personality didn't change too much, but I focused. Modeling was always the focus, entertainment was the focus, but I was able to kind of see that you know, maybe modeling is not the limit for me. You know, acting is really where I want to go. Modeling is nice, I love it, but it's really not about modeling, it's about being in the fashion space. You know, whether developing my own fashion brand, which I'm doing now, or modeling someone else's. You know, right now I'm really just trying to focus on acting, modeling, building the fashion brand, and also just collecting enough capital so I can push into other business ventures, you know? That's really, really my goal. You know, I'm already trying to open up a studio here for, you know, photographers and models, and also just trying to get enough capital so I can do some serious business with my cousins on some importing things from China and
importer, exporter.
you know, I'm an Igbo boy.
So that always comes in.
Yeah, it always
into the
comes
equation. So your fans, though, I mean, you have a huge fan base now, and every few days, I mean, you guys were in the house, so you wouldn't know, but every few days you would trend on Twitter, and you know, crazy fans, like you know. So, but what aspect of this fandom, when you look at everything, do you appreciate the most? When you look at what people have said about you, all these people that you don't know who create groups and you know, with you and all of that, and hashtags and all of that, what do you love the most about the people?
The thing I love the most, because I mean, the attention, yeah, I didn't realize how much I would enjoy it. I was never really too much of an attention person, you know, but I love the fact that it's like I can be a role model, which is something I was always a good guy, cool, you know, I knew people could look up to me, and I'm the oldest in the family. So, but coming out to have thousands of people, you know, being a role model to them watching your every move, I kind of love that because it gives me like a voice to kind of like express my opinion, myself, my beliefs, and see how people react to it, and they've been taking it well.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice,
I was going to talk a bit about relationships as quickly as possible.
Okay,
The relationships with people in the house.
Okay.
So, for instance, is there anybody you've not called from the house, and who is it that you call the most?
Honestly, I can say there's no one I haven't called from the house.
For real?
Yeah,
Every single person?
I think most of us are more friends now than we were in the house. In the house, though we were cordial, there was always that competition in mind. You know what I mean? So it's like, am I really your friend? We'll know when we leave the house. You know. But since we left, I think I've communicated with everyone. But you guys know who my number one is. Number two is Mike.
Okay.
No, sorry, Diane. Sorry, Diane. Sorry. Number two is Diane. Then number three is Mike.
Yeah.
You know, so those are my top three that I communicate with the most. Elo is there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elo's there.
All right then. Of course. So.
Anyway, so I'm sure you've noticed that there's something going on in the kitchen.
Smell it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go have a taste. Chef AY has been doing her thing. Please.
Okay.
Let's go.
Wow.
Welcome,
wow.
Ike.
Hi.
That's you.
Thank you.
It's Chef AY.
Hi.
How's it going?
Fine, thank you.
Has Mike been taking care of you?
Yeah, and doing, you know,
What do you
a lot
expect
of
now?
tutoring.
What do you expect?
Hi, Ike. Nice to meet you. I'm a fan. AY. Nice to meet you.
So AY and I were, hard at work in the kitchen.
Yes, we
okay,
were.
so I'm trying to join, make it seem like I'm the one that did all this work. But tell us exactly what this is,
It's essentially like a Nigerian version of a Spanish paella. I don't know if Ike knows what a paella is, right?
Yeah.
So what I've done is essentially I've used the same ingredients, but I've twisted it in a different way.
And
so
Nigerianized it.
Exactly. So you have your chicken breast in there, you have your prawns, but you have the prawns are smoked.
Yeah.
Is it smoked or
no,
dried
they're
prawns?
dried. Yeah.
And then we have sausages, which are regular sausages, not choritos. And I've incorporated it with a spicy palm oil sauce and topped it up with turkey.
You know what?
So let me give it a taste.
Yeah?
give it
I
a
should go first? I didn't want to go first, but this boy he's eating. He doesn't eat at home.
Don't worry, it shouldn't be so bad. It shouldn't be so bad.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
not so
second
bad. Are you just
spoon,
saying
sharply.
that?
No.
Second spoon
no.
sharply.
Yeah.
Some people do one spoon and then they pause.
Yeah,
But he just went second spoon.
Just dug
I'm
in.
telling you, please don't hype it. That's how they'll be
All
on
right,
Twitter.
so we're going to be rounding off the show in a few minutes and going to the Blaze Band in the Garden. But I want to say a big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
Yes, indeed. And thank you to all our guests that have been on the show today. And we will be back tomorrow morning from 6 a.m., y'all.
Well done, Chef.
Thank you.
Have you
Well done,
later.
Thank you so much for joining us. All right.